If you are thinking about transferring your Microsoft 365 subscription, whether it is to get better pricing, improved support, or more flexibility, you are in the right place. Today, we will talk about why you might want to switch, the different transfer scenarios, and why you may need to consider before making the move. Stick around until the end for some important tips to avoid downtime and headaches. My name is Carlos, and I help small businesses all over the world with their Microsoft 365 and Google Workspace subscriptions. For more information, at itwithcarlos.com. Now, there are a few key reasons why you might want to transfer your Microsoft 365 subscription. Costs and new client deals. Some providers offer better pricing or special deals for new customers. Better subscription management. A new provider might give you more flexibility in managing your licenses and services. For example, some cloud service provider, CSP, may provide flexibility for upgrading some of your licenses. Support. Direct Microsoft support versus support from a cloud service provider can be a big difference. In some cases, you may prefer to receive support from the CSP. Some people may prefer to have support directly with Microsoft. I particularly prefer to deal with Microsoft support. Dependencies versus direct control. Some providers lock you into their ecosystem, limiting your control. This could be the case like providers like GoDaddy, for example. Billing and support with Microsoft. If you deal directly with Microsoft, you will need to navigate their billing policies, licenses upgrade, and cancellation. Now, let's talk about the different transfer scenarios and what each involves. From one CSP to another CSP. This might be a transfer common case. Your new provider will handle most of the work. You will need to check with their new provider for possible downtime. Be sure to check if your licenses will transfer or if you need to purchase them. Not all CSP support license transfer, and you may not get a refund for the remaining period. From Microsoft to a CSP. Moving to a CSP might give you a better pricing or additional support. You will need to coordinate the license transition with the new CSP. Now, from a CSP to Microsoft directly. If you want to deal with Microsoft directly, you will need to cancel your CSP subscription and purchase new licenses from Microsoft. You need to check the expiration of the current licenses before purchasing the new licenses. So you will avoid paying for the same license twice. New licenses will need to be purchased within the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, within the billing section. In most cases, there should be no disruption of the service if you plan it properly. From GoDaddy to another provider. This is a special case in which I have had the opportunity to work many times with multiple clients. GoDaddy's Microsoft 365 plans are limited in features and support. You can check out my video on this specific process. New subscription and migration. If you want or need to purchase a brand new Microsoft 365 subscription, there are several steps that you need to take to set up your domain with Microsoft 365. Sometimes this process can be a little bit intimidating. For this specific scenario, you can follow a detailed step-by-step guide. Check out my Microsoft 365 setup course. You will find the link in the description. Before making the move, here are a few important things to keep in mind. Costs. Are you saving money or are paying more for better service? Remaining time in your subscription. Some providers may refund unused time, while others won't. Terms of your current subscription. Check the cancellation policies to avoid penalties. Migration challenges. Moving between providers might require manual migration for emails, files, and settings. This process can be painful. Transition planning. Ensure a smooth handover to avoid service interruptions. Provider cooperation. Some providers may not make it easy to transfer away. Potential disruption. Expect some downtime, especially if licenses need to be repurchased and reassigned, or if DNS records need to be updated during the process. To complete the transfer, you will typically need this. Approval. The global admin role is required to authorize the transfer. New licenses. You may need to purchase new licenses before switching. Data migration. If needed, prepare for emails, SharePoint, and OneDrive migration. Always plan ahead to avoid losing access to your emails and files. Work with a provider that has experience in Microsoft 365 transfer. Sometimes you can take advantage of free trials. If you need help, consult an IT expert or Microsoft certified partner. Well, that's it for today's video. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Microsoft tips. Have you transferred your Microsoft 365 subscription before? Let me know your experience in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, stay secure in the cloud and keep tech savvy.